All right, business plan. So, business is the new car. So, it's like buying a car, buying a house, owning a business. That's the transition. And it's the final one. It's the final frontier for humans. So, because no matter where you go in space, it's still a business. You still create your business in space. Um, so kids need to learn early. That's the transition. So you learn how to drive a car, and you learn how to buy a house, and you learn how to own your own business. So it's the same thing as learning how to drive. Right? You just need to learn it, and then you know what to do. All right, marketing, the economy, all that stuff, business strategy. So my business plan was a lot of ideas, and I was working on two moms, two daughters. Have like a lisp. Um, and it's supposed to be like Hamlet and Macbeth, right? It's my original story, so I don't have to do much research. It's all from my imagination, and just like research as in living life experience, but not research in specific fields. So it just comes from my imagination. So it makes it easier to write. However, I just came up with a new idea. Um, so EA, it's just based on my interests, right? It's just whatever your interest is, just expand upon it, and then it becomes a business. So for EA, I really like Madden. Right? I learned how to play football playing Madden. However, Madden is taking really tiny steps on improving animations and just innovation. Um, so my idea to push animation to strengthen animation in that company is to create EA Films, a film production side of EA. And you work on animated films. And I want to work creating a script, um, Madden 99 Club. So it's a blend of current Madden and NFL Streets. So the story is basically just normal kids playing as NFL Street players, and NFL Street animation, that animation in that game, where you're just buzzing around and you're jumping off the walls and you're just playing, and you make your way to the NFL. And then the animation is more crisp, right? It's more Avatar. It's more really high end animation. Maybe not. I mean, it can go as far as Avatar if we really push it. But like Final Fantasy King's Clave, right? That high end animation. So it goes from very expressive animation in the streets, and then more polished animation as you become a pro. And that's my idea of just some normal kids playing in the streets, and it's gonna be street like. It's gonna be like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse animations, where it's like comic books and all that stuff. Very expressive, like a young kid, very expressive. And then as you grow older, you become professional, you become more polished, right? You're not as reckless. So that's my idea. So I want to work on that script. Um, again, I know football. I know basic football. I guess I can learn more principles of football, but that becomes jargon. You just really need basic football knowledge. Um, but really, it's about kids, right? It's about kids um, aspiring to greatness, right? That's what the story is about. It's not really about um, football X's and O's. It's not about that. So I'm not really fluent in it, so it doesn't really matter. What I'm good at is having young kids aspire to something great, right? So I focus on my strength. That's what the movie is about. Madden 99 Club is becoming the Madden 99, right? That rating, that 99 rating means something. It means something. And you want to get in that club, right? Um so yeah, I'll that's that's the basic story that I want to work on. The reason why I want to work on it and putting two moms, two daughters aside is I want to create a film division in EA, right? I want to get a manager and just pitch it to EA and really pitch it to the EA and not anywhere else, right? Like EA, like you gotta create a film division, right? Um, these are ideas that are very inspiring to young kids playing sports or whatever. Kids grow up looking up to these games, and we can inspire them to be greater. So I want to get a manager and really pitch it to EA to create a film division and create this movie. Because I could take this and I can go to Paramount, wherever, but it's like, it's not the same. Like, I want it to be in-house with EA. The reason why is those animators can help out the game division as well, right? They can go back and forth and help each other out. Because it looks like EA is struggling with animation. Like their animations are just, it's just not innovative. It's just not a focal point for them. Um, so that's what I want to do. I want to create that film division in EA, and you can revive Anthem, right? Make it a better story. There's so many EA games that you can create an animation film out of it, and it's to um, push them to focus on animation more because they don't really appreciate animation at EA, right? Animation is almost like second. Um, it's not a focal point. So having a film division pushing them like, whoa, look at what we can do with animation. It'll push EA to take animation more seriously, and that'll make their games better. So I'm gonna work on the script. I'm gonna put two moms, two daughters aside, and I'm gonna work on the script from NFL Streets to, you know, Madden X-Factor or Madden 99 Club. So you go from the streets with that Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse kind of style, and then you go into an Avatar polished animation style. So I think that's what I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna work on that script. It's basically an inspirational story. It's not about X's and O's. So it's not like Bill Belichick's gonna pick it apart and like, oh well, you got this wrong. It's not. It's not about X's and O's. It's an inspirational story. So it's gonna be very limited in football jargon. Very limited. It's like, remember the Titans, right? It's just not gonna throw football terminology at you all day long. So yeah, that's what I want to work on. And when I get a manager to push my script, I want them to focus on EA. Like, hey man, like Apple creates their own division. They created Macintosh while they were working on Lisa. Like you gotta branch out and push your business more, right? That's my pitch. Like it has to be you guys. It can't be, it can't be Disney producing the movie. It can't be Paramount. It can't be all these other film, you know, programs. It has to be EA, right? Because if you create that, you'll create something else, right? When you need something else, the money's there, just create it. As opposed to throwing your hands up and going, we don't know. We don't know how to fix it. No, create another division that will help you out. So that's my plan, to work on Madden 99 Club, the script.